guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to recreate one of Kylie Jenner's most signature looks, the classic peachy eye. So to start off with, I'm just going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade dark brown and really carve out and define my brows. Kylie had really nice defined brows, so I'm just going to make sure mine are exactly the same. And then to make sure they're nice and defined, I'm just going to carve my brows out with the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. And using a synthetic concealer brush, I'm just going to pop that underneath the brows and also on top of the brows just to clean them up and neat them up and make sure they look nice and sharp. In the photo, you can tell Kylie's makeup was nice and dewy, so I'm going to take my Josie Maran Argan oil, and this is just going to be a base to my foundation today. So it's going to make sure the skin is nice and glowy and also hydrated. The oil is just going to help any dull, dry areas from making the foundation stick, and it's going to keep it looking glowy and luminous. And then to add a little bit more glow, I'm just going to pop that Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment on my temples and my cheekbones and anywhere else where I'm going to pop a highlighter later on. This is just going to act as a really nice base for underneath the foundation and just add a glow to those key glowy areas when I do pop the foundation on top. For foundation, I'm going to use my Born This Way foundation in the shade Sand. It was a perfect match to my fake tan, which is always the best. So I'm just going to blend that into the skin using my beauty blender, and you'll see as I blend it in that the argan oil as well as the liquid highlighter is just really making that skin glow from within, even though I am popping foundation on top. I did really want a glowy look because in the photo you can tell Kylie does have a beautiful glow about her. So everything I popped on the base is just going to help this foundation make the skin look even more glowy and dewy and just beautiful. Taking the Born This Way concealer again, I'm just going to use that to highlight and conceal my under eyes. I'm also going to pop that on my forehead and my chin and blend it out with my beauty blender. Taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the bronze shade, I'm just going to use that to bronze up the areas on my face. So popping that on my forehead and my cheekbones and also down my nose. This is going to add a really nice bronzy look to the skin. I did want to use a cream product first because I find creams always add another dimension when you're contouring. And you can tell in Kylie's photo that she's got a really nice bronzy look going on, so I just wanted to make sure there was a cream base there before I pop bronzer on later on. And then taking my RCMA translucent powder, I'm just going to use that to bake my under eyes. I only baked my under eyes today. I didn't set anywhere else on my face. I wanted to make sure it was nice and glowy and not matte at all. So just baking underneath my eyes using my beauty blender and also on my chin. To bronze up the face a little bit more, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Blush Collection in Spice and using the bronze shade. I'm just going to bronze up all over the areas where I popped the cream contour just before. And then once I bronze up the face, I'm just going to brush off my under eye bake as well. For highlight today, I'm going to take the shade Vermeer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just going to pop that directly where I put the cream highlighter prior to putting on foundation. So just on my cheekbones, on my forehead, Cupid's bow, and my nose as well. To prime my eyes, I'm going to take my Born This Way concealer again, and I'm just going to use that to conceal and also create a really nice clean base for eyeshadow products. So just popping that on and then blending it out with a synthetic concealer brush and a beauty blender later on. To set the concealer in place, I'm just going to take the shade Tempera from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is just going to ensure the eyeshadow is blending seamlessly and the base isn't too sticky. For the transition shade, I'm going to take a Burnt Orange, which is a really nice light orange color. Now obviously Kylie's eyes were more peach, but I just wanted to make sure there was a nice transition shade in there for when I move on to the peach color, so it just blended in seamlessly and wasn't too much. To create the peachy look today, I'm actually going to use a NYX blush in the shade Pink the Town. This is an absolutely beautiful peachy color. I didn't actually have any eyeshadow palettes that had a peach color in it, but when I saw this one at Priceline, I was like, yes, that is perfect. So using a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to pack that on the lid and blend it out through the crease and just keep working it through the crease and on the lid until I get the peachy color that I desire. And then just to add a little bit more definition back into the eye, I'm going to take a slightly dark brown shade and just pop that very gently in the crease as well as the outer corner. To highlight the brow bone as well as the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade Vermeer, of course, such a beautiful highlight shade, and on a short shader brush, I'm just going to pack that on the brow bone and the inner corner. For blush, I'm of course taking that beautiful pink NYX shade that I used for my eyes. I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. I did build it up quite a bit just to make sure the cheeks were nice and flushed. Kylie's cheeks were quite pink in the picture, so I just wanted to make sure that I had the same amount of peach that she did. I'm also going to run that same peach shade along my lower lash line with a short shader brush just to smoke it out a little bit and join it up with the top colors. And then taking the same brown shade that I used in my crease, I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit more and add a little bit more definition back into it. To brighten up the eyes, I'm going to take my Smashbox Always Sharp Kohl liner. It's a really nice nude shade, and that's just going to open up the eyes a little bit more and make them a little bit more brighter and wider. For mascara, I'm taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex, of course, and I'm just going to use that to generously coat my top and my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to pop on my red cherry lashes in Wispy. For my lips, I'm going to take my Coco K lip liner by Kylie Cosmetics. and I'm just going to use that to provide a base for my liquid lipstick that I'm going to pop on in a little bit. It's a really nice natural nude colour, and it's going to be the perfect base for a peachy look. For the staple lip colour, I'm going to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Buenos Aires. It's such a beautiful peach colour and it just completes this look perfectly. So I'm just going to generously coat my lips in it and make sure they're looking nice and plump. And there you have it, a super easy recreation of one of Kylie's most beautiful looks. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was so fun playing around with peachy shades. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.